Hello, everyone, and welcome to Animal Advocates Radio Voices Carry for Animals podcast. And we're coming live to you on live stream on Podbean. So if you would like to listen to it from the web, it is Voices Carry for Animals dot podbean.com. And if you would follow and subscribe to a free account and start up a free account on Podbean, that would be wonderful. So I'm hoping that everyone joins in this evening that's new to this, because I'm still a newbie too, but doing real pretty good and everything. But like I said, on the Podbean website, Voices Carry for Animals.podbean.com. Follow and subscribe. You have to start up a new account, but and after that you're going to be interact, and this is so wonderful. And if you're on the app, you have a free download on there, either from Google Play or Apple Podcast. So we're going to, and then make sure that you follow Voices Carry for Animals podcast on there, and you can interact on the app. This is so awesome, everyone. My name is Debbie Dahmer, aka Mama Bear, and Mama Bear is back on the air. And I want to welcome all of you on this show. And a little bit of brief what happened is Blog Talk Radio closed down January the 31st, and I had to move to a new podcast. So what we're doing here is getting started up with the animals, standing up for them and speaking out for them, bringing on great guests and callers. And thank you to all you listeners out there. Hope all the followers from there come over and join us on this new podcast. And this show is going to be coming every Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and 5 o'clock Mountain, and 4 o'clock Pacific. And you can listen to it from either the website or the free downloaded app on Podbean, Voices Carry for Animals podcast. Listening worldwide, everyone, and please spread the word, because it's going to take a while to build this up, and I need all of you. I can't do it alone, but we will work together as a team and do this. And also, this show is coming live from my website, voicescarryforanimals.com, and you can subscribe free, and you can listen to the show from there also. Also on the PPJ Gazette, getting that started back up, ppjg.wordpress.com. That was Marty Oakley's website, and I'm still trying to get it started up and running again. And may she rest in peace, because that's where that Voices Carry for Animals originated from, the grassroots. Marty Oakley, and she sadly passed away April 1st of 2023. And then she helped me get together in March of 2018, Animal Advocates Radio, Voices Carry for Animals. Miss her sadly, and she was a great team player and a great friend, everyone. So I'm hoping that if she knew what was going on right now, with all this, with these podcasts going to other podcasts. I mean, there's 19 of them and 2 YouTube channels after it gets downloaded, and 2 websites. But I want to welcome all you aboard, and I hope you enjoy the show. Keep spreading the word, keep spreading, sharing it, and the more voices out there, everyone, the better. So we have to, get together and keep, speaking out for the animals, fighting for them, because we're their only hope. But Mama Cat and I call her my tag team. She did a show the other night on Monday, and we was explaining how to get interact with the Podbean website and also the app. So if you want to go back and listen to it, you can listen to it from many web podcast websites. The link to is on YouTube. On My Voice is Caring for Animals, and I'm hoping
Oh, okay.
that.
So I got
Uh, okay, and anyway, I'm going to be bringing Mama Cat on real soon. In a couple minutes here. Just wanted to go over a couple more things here. And if I want to explain something here, if you're on the app and you want to speak on air, then you're going to please alert me there's a phone icon in the lower right hand corner of your phone, and just press it. It'll alert me that you want to speak on air, and then I will send you the invitation and you'll be live. Try to refrain from any noises in the background, okay? Any just conversations, TVs, radios, and you're more than welcome to come on board. And another thing, if you have any problems connecting with this, please let me know, or any issues. It's best to be used on Google Chrome from both areas. If you want the free download, make sure it's Google Chrome, and you don't need a phone, or I'm sorry, earbuds or headphones to connect. You could talk right from your phone. Now, if we go live from Podbean website, then that's when you're going to need your earbuds or the headphones with the mic, both of them, if you want to interact and speak. Other than that, you can still listen and everything. And please, spread the word out there, because I'm still learning too, and it's working out. And I want to just let you know that Mama Cat and I, the tag teams, we are going to go live, and we're going to be rocking the airways for the community cats, because she is, she's a great team player. We multitask a lot and help other animals. And these shows, 470 of them this evening, everyone, and counting. And that's just so amazing. And all these shows are archived, so you listen to them anytime. My first 163 shows, starting back in June of 2014 up to March of 2018, are on TS Radio Network, Marty Oakley's, on podserve.fm. And they're all mixed together, because I also was a co-host of hers for over 75 years on elder abuse, and I do have a group on Facebook, Help Stop Elder Abuse. I'm going to be bringing Mama Cat in. Mama Cat, will you touch it or send me an invitation? Yes, so I can get you on board. Okay, can you hear me? I invited you. Hold on one second. Allow call in. Yep. Okay. Okay, Mama Cat. Are you there? I'm bringing her on board. Okay, wait 1 second here. Okay, Mama Cat, send me another invite and I'll get you in. I'm still learning this. Okay, somehow we got disconnected. 1 second. Can you call back or get hooked back up? Okay, here we go. I sent you an invite to come on air. Okay, you are on speaker right now. Go ahead, Mama Cat. Okay, Mama Cat, can you hear me? If everybody be patient, please. I'm gonna try to get this together. Okay. And like I said, if anyone, she said to hold on 1 second, but if anyone's having any problems, then please let me know. If you are on a laptop, you're going to need the headphones with mic or earbuds with mic, because there's no way to for your voice to get in there. Okay, so I'm seeing some messages here. And I got a message. Somebody from Canada is in here. Yes, it is fine for anybody in the United States to interact with us. Okay, because this show is going. Listen to it worldwide, everyone. So, and this is great. So I'm going to bring. Let me see. I'm gonna get Mama Cat in here. Okay, I'm trying to get her in here. Um, okay, one second. Let me see. You bear with me one moment because I'm still a newbie here, so I'm trying to get it together. And Mama Cat, you're calling from your phone. Um, all right, do me a favor, Mama Cat, if you can hear me, send me another invite so that you can I can connect you. Okay, here's a speaker. Okay, here we go. Okay, I sent you the invite, so accept it. Um, okay, now you're a speaker now, Mama Cat. Can you hear me? Hello? It says you're a speaker. I'm going to get you in here one way or another. It says you're live.
Let me try again.
Do you? Oh, there you
Can you
are.
hear
All
me?
right, Mama.
What?
Mama Cat made it in. This is great. I was trying to, look at this. And if you have any questions, everyone, send it to me a message, and I'll get you, your answer there. So if anybody, like I said, Canada or anybody can listen in from anywhere in the world. Okay. U.S. out of the country. Woo-hoo, Gina. I need that doorbell. But I want to welcome everybody aboard. And I don't know what happened, Mama Cat. I was sending the invite, and then it didn't say that you was a speaker, so I got something I got to work on. Okay.
It kept
Um.
saying that I was temporarily muted.
Oh yeah, because I didn't have you muted over here. So maybe if maybe by accident I pressed mute and then invited you. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
But you
don't know,
okay?
but I'm here now.
But that was a great show. Yeah, you did that. We did the other night. The tag teams, Mama Cat and Mama Bear, explaining everything. Because Mama Cat, it's going to take a while to get this build up and get it out there like Blog Talk Radio. But we're going to do it. It takes teamwork. You can't do it alone.
Strength in
Everybody,
numbers.
you got that right. That
And
is
the thing is we all have our strengths in different areas, and everybody doesn't need to, get involved with everything and then burn yourself out. Even though I would love that if we could all do that. But,
yes.
you have to take care of yourself, because if you don't, then the animals don't have that voice as well, you
That's
know?
right. That
So
is
we have to kind of, when it gets rough, you just got to take a step back and figure out where your strengths are and what you want to do and jump right back in.
That's right. And don't give up, because if we give up, then we automatically lose for the animals, and we can't have that. We are their only hope to carry on. If you need that break, take it. I've had to do it myself.
Yep, me
So,
too.
and I get back and I come back stronger. And I said, I'm not giving up. I don't care what it takes. I multitask on everything, and so does Mama Cat. She does this. We hit all angles, because this show, Voices Care for Animals, is for all animals. It's not just some of them. It's all of them. Some
Right.
kind of issue out there, and they all need our help from some angle. So if everybody would just, you know, cross over, help out, or whatever with petitions, calling legislators, whatever it takes. I mean, like you said, Mama Cat, strength in numbers. I mean, we the people have power in numbers, and we have to look at that and say, hey, well, we got to do this, right? I mean,
Absolutely, yeah.
and we cannot give up. So, but Mama Cat, go ahead. We're going to be talking this evening about TNR, everyone. Okay, and she's the president of the Institute Street Feral Cat Colony. And it's on Facebook, so please go by there and like it, and check it out, how you can help out or whatever it takes, because these community cats, they need our help too. Their lives matter, and they're living rough lives out there. I know I took in a stray cat a couple years ago. That was a friend of mine that was taking care of her daughter. Is allergic to cats. So she said, Debbie, do you know somebody who would want to adopt her? Because I'm afraid that she'll get hit by a car. She was only like a, kid like under 6 months old,
Nah.
the wildlife and everything. And I said, yeah, I'll put her on social media. And her dog, her pit bull was good friends with it when she took the pit bull outside. And so when Liberty left, the pit bull was looking for her. It was so cute. And
Aw.
yes, and Liberty is so sweet, and she's BFFs with the other cat, Victory. His name was Hugs at first when I adopted him, and because he gives you hugs and kisses. And I said I got to name. I love that song Victory, so I named him Victory. And they are inseparable, Mama Cat. I mean, inseparable. They
And
are
it,
awesome.
I love
Oh my,
seeing that.
oh my goodness. I mean, it's just they're so close, and so, I mean, it's so heartfelt to know that. So one was adopted and one was living on the street. But guess what? She don't have
You
to worry
got
about
them both.
living.
There
Yep,
you
she don't.
go.
She don't have to worry about ever living on the street again. You know. Yep.
And the saddest part about that is when you really think about it from their point of view, where are they getting food from? Where are they
Right.
sleeping? Where are they going when it's raining? Are they cold? Are they too hot? Are they getting any food? What animals are chasing them? There's just so much that they have to deal with just to get a little bit of food.
Right.
And when I got started in this, I we bought this house and there was cats everywhere. Now, I wasn't much of a cat person at that time. I more was into dogs or raccoons. But these cats were relentless. They made sure that I saw them. And not just that I saw them, that I saw what they were going through. And had it not been for these cats in this property, I don't know how much longer it would have been before I ever heard the word feral cat. I never knew about I knew there was wild cats or strays, because we've all seen them. They show up, you feed them, then they're gone again. But
Hmm.
these cats had babies, and there were tiny, tiny little babies, and there was one that was always smaller than the rest. And she started coming here. Like I said, I didn't have cats. I had a dog at the time, and she was a cat killer. She didn't like cats. She didn't like anything smaller than her. And that's a really long story, but she got over that. But at the time, these cats knew better than to come in my yard because of the dog. But this mama was so relentless to keep her kittens alive that she literally carried those kittens one at a time through my kitchen window in on my cupboard. And when I actually found them, they were eating dried up bread. I mean, that's how hungry these things were. So I got
Wow.
them all outside, saved them from the dog, or the dog would have ate them. Got them all outside, got dog food, smashed it up. That's the only thing I had. And put that out there with some milk. And of course, now I know don't give them milk, give them water, but that's what I did. And that's how it all started for me. Once I saw that, something clicked. just the fear that these animals were going through and chances that the mom was willing to take just to make sure them babies were fed. And that's where it all started for me. That's how it all started for me is that, I finally saw it. And then I realized there's 21 of them. Not to mention there was 4 babies in that mama. She wasn't part of this colony, but she came here anyway. But there was 21 more cats. And so that's how it started. I called the Humane Society. They sent somebody over here to help me, tell me what to do. She brought me traps, and the rest is history.
Check this out. I mean, and thanks for all you do, Mama Cat, because I remember we got back started when 2018 on our first shows and everything. And back then, I remember you had like 125 colony cats that you was
Yeah,
helping out.
yeah,
125, everyone. And she was just a shining star to all these cats in need. And they're all of them. I mean, living outside for all of them is tough on them. All wildlife, all of them. And
yeah.
her heart is so huge to really care about. Because out in Colorado, everyone, it gets cold out there, and these animals are, they're freezing,
It's
and it's
12
sad.
degrees today for the high, 12 degrees.
Oh, whoa,
So you know
whoa,
it's going to be cold tonight.
oh yes. And and I looked at it, I said, look at this. And how many did you have present? I mean, what is the count now?
It's 100
Um,
and 109.
109, but
Yep.
down from 125, and that's still a lot of them,
Yeah.
to look over. And I know when they see you coming, they either give you a standing ovation,
They
a high five, Paul smack, everything. They,
definitely come a running when they hear my car.
yep, and they know
But
who you are.
I wanted to also say that for me, and this is just this is just how I do things. I will not do a colony TNR it until I have a caretaker. Until I, you know, I drive around and I watch for cats. Of course, I can't help it. It's part of my nature now. But when I
Mm.
find an area that has a lot of, wild cats, community cats, feral cats, I'll just watch that neighborhood for several weeks and I'll see where they are coming from, going to, hiding out. And then I go door to door and I talk to people and I see if they'll let us. Because what I do is I go through the Boy Scouts of America and they build all of our houses for the cats. And they get some sort of community service badge for doing it, which is really good for them and it helps me a lot. I'm not a carpenter. Um, but they'll build the houses and then we bring them to, if I find a caretaker that lets us put them on their property somewhere out, and they're not like junk houses, they're nicely built and we camouflage them so they kind of blend in. Um, but if I find a caretaker to put them on their property, we'll put the houses there. And then that caretaker, if they agree to do it, we supply them with all the food and then they can keep an eye on them. And if we get one that's sick or injured or anything, it's always best to have somebody, that sees them every day. So, but if I can't find a caretaker, then that's where I end up with the 125 because I'm not going to not TNR them. So I go in and I find somewhere where we can put the houses out of, in the bushes or wherever. And then I just go every day and feed them, water them, sit there and watch them, make sure that everybody's healthy. Because to me, if you go through everything of TNRing a colony and then just dumping them back exactly where they were in the same situation, they're still going to get hit by cars. They're still going to be wandering looking for food. And when they have those houses, it's like they've got roots, you know? And I'm not going to dump any cats after I get them fixed just because, okay, well, now they're fixed, I don't have to worry about that. They still have to be taken care of, so
Oh
that's
yeah.
how I do it because I'm not going to just dump them out there with no more care and not, and they still won't have food. So,
Right, and they need food. They need to survive, just like all the other animals out there. The raccoons and rabbits and squirrels. They all need food and to survive and water and stuff. And we have to help them out because I know out here with bird feeders, I got those set up, and the squirrels will come up and eat the bird feed. And I don't care. And like I said, they got to live too. They got to survive.
plus
And
they make really good pictures of the squirrels hanging upside down off the bird feeders.
yeah, I have. You know what? I've seen that so many times, and it's so cute. You know, there's a bird feeder out front that you put water and stuff in, and also above is the feeder. And I've seen the squirrels sitting on the side where the water's at, up to get the food up there. And it is so cute. I mean, it's like wow. I call them rats with fancy tails, but they
Well,
all need.
my
Yep.
cats here in the yard, they share their little houses with two raccoons.
Oh, isn't that adorable? I mean,
I've
it
got
is.
I've got the three houses in the catio there's three. Well, I'm not going to call them ferals because I can pet them, but they do not want to come in the house. They just won't. Now, their catio is attached to the window. The window's always open. They'll come and look in, but they will not come in, which is okay. I'm not going to force that. They're still in a catio.
Mm,
But the raccoons go in there and they share there's one big cat house and then two smaller ones. Well, not really small. They're pretty big still, but two smaller ones. And the raccoons go in the big dog one.
that must be adorable. You know what? Because I look at it as like, if you look outside and how many wild animals are really out there, there's a lot.
I'm
You know
surprised
that.
there ain't more in the catio, really.
Yeah. Because you've had what deer come up
Oh
and
yeah, I have a bird
uh,
feeder or bird bowl watering thing, and I put it on the ground so all the cats can drink out of it as well. And the deer come right up to it and drink. They'll drink every bit of water out of it in one sitting, though.
wow.
They're thirsty.
I guess so. But there's so living out there like it's not easy. Look what
No,
here in Florida, how hot it gets, and then we have these bad storms and hurricane. I mean, it is nowhere's paradise, right? And what they have to go through, and then you got the snow and ice, and up north, and so they have it tough, and we have to look out after them. Leave some water out, to help save a life out there, especially here in Florida in the hot weather. Oh my goodness, this humidity is so bad, and the animals out there, wild ones, are suffering. And so, whatever you guys can do out there, and it will help them out. I mean, and this doesn't take that much.
right. And
So,
we're always getting more cats dumped in and around the colonies, but what most people don't understand, I see they probably think, oh, these cats are getting fed. We'll just dump it here, whatever. But a feral cat colony does not let a tame cat come in there and eat. They just don't, you know. I mean, it's no different than you and your family sitting down to eat and somebody opening your front door, coming in and sitting down with you. Not
mm,
gonna happen. But when we find cats that are um, friendly, I take them off the street, completely off. We have a rescue that I deal with, and they go straight to the vet, get a checkup, get all their shots, and they go straight to the rescue. We don't, I don't leave, um, you know, household cats on the streets. I just won't do it.
Right. I mean, it makes
So
sense.
they come off the street, and ferals come off the street, but in their time, if they come up to me and let me literally pick them up, then they're coming home with me, period, because it's no longer feral. And the feral, one of their biggest protections is that they are feral and that people can't just walk up to them and pick them up, you know. So as soon as you can walk up to a cat and pick it up, it no longer has that protection of being afraid of people. So those cats, I never leave them on the streets. They're just too vulnerable, to other things happening.
Hmm. And Mama Cat, let's get on this TNR, to trap, neuter, and return. That's
Right.
so important too. I mean, it's what you're doing there, and I hope it spreads more. Because these cats need a chance. I mean, that's their life, and if they keep multiplying and multiplying, we're heading some real serious issues out there. So,
Well,
but go ahead and talk about
pe-
that TNR. What you're doing.
people
Thanks.
complain about the cats out there, and I really don't want to hear it because we're the ones that did it. People did that. Cats didn't say, "Oh, I just want to get dumped today." So,
Right.
I mean, it's not their fault, and I really get upset when I hear people, bashing the wildcats because it just makes me mad. But um, TNR is the most humane way of handling the overpopulation of feral cats. You are never going to stop feral cats until you nip it in the wherever. You know what I mean?
Buttocks. Yep,
That's
buttocks.
right. It's just not,
Yep.
it's the only way. And if, some people say, well, you're just dumping them right back out on the streets. No, we are temporarily removing them from the streets to give them a health checkup and get them healthy. And we're bringing them back home because no, make no mistake, that is their home. And you can try and force it, but all you're going to do is force miserable, um, cats. They don't want to be in a house. They don't know. That's like going and getting a family of wild raccoons and bringing them home and saying, okay, now deal with it. They're not, it doesn't work. Um, so I don't do that. But if they're tame, I will bring them in. Um, but TNR, it's the only way. Until you stop them from having babies, they're going to continue to have babies. And usually there's not a lot of the babies that survive, but some of them do, you know. And I mean, just taking care of it. What gets me right now, though, Debbie, is that it's getting harder and harder to TNR. Vet prices of veterinary care is ridiculous, and unless you can find a vet that's willing to help you, like once a week or something, do a clinic, or several vets to do it, um, because us, the volunteers, we can't afford $200 or more per animal. And even if you go to the humane societies, a lot of humane societies are not cheap unless they have a TNR project program in their, within their system. So I'm lucky that when I started here, I had a vet up in Denver, and I'm not going to give no names because they don't do it anymore, but I could bring unlimited amount of cats every single day. And I would be up there at 7 a.m., drop them all off. And then at 7 p.m., I picked them all back up, brought them back home. And then I have a recovery shed out in the back that I put them in. Um, and that was great because I was doing, a couple hundred cats a week at that point, getting them TNR'd. It was great. But then they cut me back to 50 per week. And then it went down to 25. And then their prices went up. And, I couldn't afford it anymore doing that many cats. So I started doing my own private fundraising. And that's how I actually pay for most of all the medical for all my cats is I have one fundraiser. I run it all the time. It's always going at one business, and that's how I pay for everything. And my wonderful vet does almost all my spay and neuters for free. I love him.
Oh wow, that is awesome. You
Yeah,
know, that's teamwork all the way. Working
yeah,
together like that, because that's what we need to do. Work together, not apart. We are better and stronger together than apart. And when we see them get involved, it's even better yet.
yep.
Because it's not cheap. Out there for a spay and neuter, it's expensive unless you can get, you know, some kind of deals out there where you're getting a real good deal. He probably knows what you're doing, and you have a huge heart out there for these colony cats. And keep it up, Mama Cat, because this is, you're out there and you're helping them out, and we need more of you out there. I mean, so many, thousands more like you, because all their lives matter.
There are a
Humans.
lot of there
Yep.
are a lot of people that are doing this, but there's a lot of people that have cut back because of the cost, and if it wasn't for my fundraiser, I wouldn't be able to do as much as I do either. But like I said, my vet doesn't charge me for spay and neuter. Although I will say that every time I call him about a feral, he tells me, Ray, now, how many times have I told you I don't do feral cats? And I tell him, hold on, let me think, 45, maybe 50 now. And he laughs.
45, 50.
About 50 different times now. But I didn't build up my team, so to speak, overnight either. I did all the TNR of my colony here in my yard, and the neighborhood, this whole neighborhood was just overrun with wild cats. And we set up several different colonies, you know, to kind of thin them out because you don't want that many cats in one neighborhood. And so we thinned them out, and I kept all the 20, there was 21 here, two boys and 19 pregnant mamas. Two very happy boys, I will add. So,
Wow.
yeah. And 19 of the girls were pregnant. Well, one wasn't pregnant because she already had her litter, but all the rest of them were pregnant at the time. 105 kittens.
Wow. That is a lot. That is
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that also brings up a kind of a touchy subject when it comes to TNR, and a lot of places will do spay abort, and that's to each his own thing. I think, in my opinion, I don't do it. If I can visibly see that cat has kittens, there's no way I won't do it. But some people do, and I leave that up to the person doing it. I don't get in. I just do what I do.
Yeah, but you do a lot. I mean, it's not, you meaningful time, heartfelt time, helping them out and make sure they're staying alive. And look how you're keeping them alive. You're keeping them happy, content, and
And
that's
it's
so meaningful
great.
right there.
I
Yeah.
love pulling up there, and they all come a running, and you can tell they're all smiling. They're like, "Oh, oh, here she is!" And it
See, I
really
told
does.
you.
It really does make me feel good when I pull up there, and it's kind of sad that they're out there, but I know that we're taking good care of them. They have clean houses. I scrub them out, several times through the year. They get fresh straw several times a year. I clean their bowls out, their little feeding stations. I make sure that if it snows, I'm out there with my shovel, making damn sure that they're not suffocating in their houses. And I've had to do that. I'm in Colorado, so
Right.
we get a lot of snow. And I just know one year it was so bad, and they had warnings all over the TV. Don't drive if you don't have to. Well, stay the heck out of my way because I have to.
Right.
And I made my rounds, and good thing I did too, because one of the colonies, the way their houses are situated, there's like a wall, a mountain wall behind them. And so when the wind was coming along the side, it just dumped all the snow right there on top of their houses. And all 5 houses were buried, completely buried. And
Whoa.
yeah, 2 of them had cats in them. So I was so thankful I went, because I don't
Mm.
think they would have survived till morning. They were buried, no air.
Wow.
It's just
Mm-mm.
something that another thing they have to worry about out there.
That's right. I mean, there's issues, and we got to go up and nip them in the buttocks, right?
That's
And take care
exactly
of
it.
business because, let them have the best, life they can possibly have. Because all animals should live in TLC homes, but that's not the case. Dogs, cats, rabbits, horses, whatever, and they need to be treated good and fairly. That's why this platform has happened. I won't give it up, Mama Cat. I said Blog Talk Radio closed down, but Voices Care for Animals podcast is not under no circumstances. We got to keep going. 470 shows and keep going, right?
Absolutely.
This year will be what 30 weeks. It'll be 500 shows. So 30 more
Wow.
weeks, everyone, and that is amazing, right?
Yeah.
You can't, and not giving up. I'm relentless. I am out there, and I know I can't do it myself. It takes teamwork all the way, and I believe in that. Just like I was sad because John Bowden of All About Animals Radio, he closed up, right? And it was sad because we worked great together, and but the good thing is he did pass his YouTube channel, All About Animals Radio, to Animal Advocates Radio. So now all his 78 former shows are still on there. Isn't that great? And
Yeah.
he's going to pass me some X pages of his also. And I said, let's please stay in contact. Maybe one day you'll come back and it's there. I'll move
Yeah.
over whatever you need to do, but all your stuff is saved. And you can always come back just cause, keep the password or whatever. And well, if you decide that, you got it right there. You don't have to start from scratch, right? Think
That's
about it.
right.
And he's had some great hosts and guests, and his videos are awesome. Everybody go by there and check it out because my channel, Voices Care for Animal podcast, and Animal Advocates Radio podcast on there. But we got to work together as a team. We are stronger, strength in numbers, Mama Cat. That is so true.
Absolutely. Yep.
I love that because it's so true. We cannot give up. I got a great team going. Animal advocates out there. That's why I named it Animal Advocates Radio. Hey, all you animal advocates come together under one roof. The animal rights activists, the animal lovers, under one roof. That's why I named it that. I know it was on TS Radio Network before, and there's
Yep.
still Voices Carry for Animals. But I said I got to put something in there with animal in it, animal advocates. And I did. So it's
Yep.
going to stay that way. And I know Marty is like freaking out because I know I'm freaking out on how many, after the show gets downloaded to, this is expanding. And what does it take? Teamwork, right? All these
That's it.
amazing shows, the information, the awareness, the prevention, the education. Open your eyes, everyone, your ears. All of you do matter out there. So please do your part.
Yeah,
Put a little love in your heart and do your part, and don't back down, because some people out there want to wait till the next person takes action. No, we want to take action, okay? Our
right.
voices matter, our actions matter, and we have to keep it up. We cannot back down, because I hear some people say, "Oh, it's all about money, greed. They're not going to do nothing." Well, we don't know that until at least we try, and then we
Right.
want to keep the fight still going.
And
And
you can start locally. Start at your city council meetings, your local housing meetings and things of that nature. Talk with your mayor or, you know, because a lot of towns don't have TNR funding. And if nobody speaks up for it, it's not going to get handled. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to get more funding for our local humane society here in town so that we can do more. I mean, they are doing TNR, but at this point they're having to charge, and I think they're charging like $35 a cat right now if you're registered with
wow,
them. And
wow.
35 bucks doesn't sound like a lot, but these are people that are doing this free of charge
Hmm.
out of their own pockets, and these are not our cats, you know? And so a little bit of help would go a long ways in this problem. I mean, this problem could be handled if we could just get some sort of TNR across the board to take care of these feral cats. Now, I don't say they should do free um, neutering and spaying for all cats, but these are feral cats that are only going to continue to produce and cause more problems for everybody if it's not handled. And you can't kill your way out of this. You just can't. Because when you clean out one neighborhood, the cats from the next neighborhood just move right on in. The vacuum effect. If you have ever dealt with cats, you know the vacuum effect. You can't clear them out one city at a time. It just doesn't work. So, do we have any callers?
Yes. Does anybody want to speak on air? Go to your lower right hand corner. There's a phone icon. It's next to the second one from the right. And send me invitation so you can come on air, okay? And I'll connect you up. I'm still newbie at this, mama cat.
We're getting it.
and, and we'll get there though. But if you want to talk, right from your phone, or if you're from a laptop, you'll need your earbuds and with a mic, or headphones with a mic. But if you're calling from your phone, all you need is your phone, okay? And I just invited Michelle Satora, and Michelle,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you on. Are you there? You're live and on the
Yes,
air.
I am.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
I'll tell you. Yes.
Mama Cat, I have a question for you. Um, on the TNR, uh, who did you reach out to? What organization that helped? If you could put it maybe in the comments, what organization you reached out that helped send a team to kind of train you on how to set the traps, how to cover them up as soon as they trap. You mentioned that earlier. And then my other one was, could you put in your comments the name of your Facebook page so we can all like it and maybe gather information off your page as well, your Facebook?
Am I still on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, the name of my page is Institute.
Okay.
I'll put it in the comments. It's Institute Street Feral Cat Colony.
Institute Street
Feral
Feral
Cat.
Cat Colony. Okay. And that's on Facebook?
Yep. I run a bunch of pages for Beth Frank, Community Cats United as well. And we have
Yeah.
one of those in every state. they're very
Yeah.
helpful as well.
And do you have a contact number for them? And they're the ones that kind of try to get you connected with a team to help you TNR if you have a lot that in a specific area.
Well, they can if you go. What state are you in?
California.
Okay, we've got a Community Cat United California group.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say right now, you can post there if you um, send a request out as soon as we get off. I'll approve you in. It's really busy right now with all the fires and stuff going on in California.
Mm-hmm.
So there's it might be kind of hit and miss, but I can probably find some places to help you as well. You know,
Okay. And
because I'm
what
in
was that name
Colorado.
again?
Pardon me.
What was the name of the org in California?
It's Community Cats United,
Community Cats United. Because there's a few different
and then
ones.
put California.
Okay. And would
Yep.
that be a search on the web or on Facebook?
You can search them right on Facebook.
Okay. Because it's good to have a team when you've got a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
Because
I built mine up over time. When I started, I went to the local humane society and told them, look, I've got a dog that likes to kill cats, and I've got 20 some cats in my yard, and I don't know what to do with them all. And
okay.
the guy told me, got my name and my number, actually just my phone number and address. And he said that he would have a lady come and see me tomorrow.
Cool.
The very next day, the lady showed up, and it was kind of ironic. I used to live right across the street from her, and I called her, get this, the crazy cat lady.
That's what they call me.
And
My
that's who showed up
my
to
neighbors don't
help
like
me.
me.
That's who
My-
showed up to help me, and we had a great laugh about that.
well, we do have a local humane society in Modesto, and I will reach out to them and do the same thing because I do have a cat killer in the house. But
Yeah,
I do feed a lot. I've only been successful on being able to trap a couple. It's not good enough. I need to get like 20 traps set.
yeah, yeah.
And
And are
and
they are they
I know
clipping
that
are they clipping the tip of the cat's ears when they're done?
yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
insist on that. I
Yeah,
insist on.
because that just makes it easier when you start trapping, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't want repeat. Yeah.
And it happens. I got
Yeah,
all
you
the
just
way
let
to the
them loose.
clinic once with two that were already clipped. I was like, they just wanted to go for a ride.
No, I've had some TNR vets ask me in the past because I've been so inundated with other things, personal issues, that it's really like my TNR has just been like, okay, and I got one, two maybe, and then something else comes up. But I've been asked, do you want the ear tipped? And I said, oh yeah, of course. And then I've been asked, do you want them tattooed? And I said, uh, and I guess that's on the stomach. Do you ever opt for that? Because I just said
No,
no.
no. You can't see that when you pull up.
I know. That's what I thought. So I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of a waste of money.
And it's just a waste, yeah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't do that. If the ear is clipped, you don't need a tattoo. You already can see that it's,
That's
you
what
know.
I thought. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna post here my name because my real name isn't Mama Cat, obviously. It's Ray Bitner on Facebook.
You mean your birth certificate doesn't say mama cat?
Did you see, Michelle? Did you see that picture of Mama Cat and Mama Bear
Yes.
together?
I love it.
She did that.
Wonderful
It is.
job.
I put it on the website too,
I love it.
on the PPJ Gazette and my website, Voices Caring for Animals.
That's so cool.
I said I'll get her.
I love it. I
That was
love
hilarious.
Ain't
And
it
then
funny?
my Mama Cat, they
Yeah.
they meow. But Michelle, she is awesome. I mean, a fireball. She's one of my admins on Voices Carry for Animal Support Group and Animal Actions Animal Advocates Call to Action Facebook group. This woman, she rocks. Okay, she is something else. Her
Aw,
and
I
Pat
give too much
Patricia
credit.
Perry.
You
No, you
are, Michelle.
deserve it. I mean, and she gets me. I don't know if I should say this, but she shares so much that it's unbelievable. I would be in permanent Facebook jail.
Well, that's how I go to jail all the time because I tag news media 24/7. I tag so much news media, they're going, "What's wrong with this girl?" Probably. It's like, but I want you to cover these stories, and I'm going to keep tagging you until you cover them.
That's right.
These are issues. Talk about them. You got a platform. Use it for something good. You know what I mean? These
Oh
news media
yeah,
outlets really kind of piss me off in general.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because we need to bring it up. You
Oh,
know.
they could solve so many animal issues if they just weren't so bought out.
We got our Humane Society brings an animal a week into the local news station and they show them on the news. So
Ah,
they're
that's
bringing attention to the shelter
wonderful.
all the time. Yeah.
That's right, and that's what we need to demand of our news media. Cover all
Yep,
issues, not just human issues.
Yeah.
that's
And our
right.
police department drive around with, well, not here in the Springs, but in Canyon City. The police drive around with shelter animals.
Oh,
It's too cute.
that's sweet.
That is wow.
Any way to get
Government
the
really needs to
awareness out
help
there,
out.
you know?
Mm. Yep, they're animals. Their lives matter too. I mean, the animal
Absolutely.
rights. They need their animal rights granted, not ignored and looked the other way. And it happens so many times. We
Well,
need more TV news on it. Newspapers, everything.
Yeah.
exactly. And that's the thing also, people. TNR is important, but not everybody can do TNR. But you just need to find what your strength is in. If it's going to city council, if it's going to those humane societies and asking for help,
Hmm.
you know, sharing and share and share and share and share. Transporting. We always need help transporting. There's so many different things people can do. It's not just the physical part. We also need, phone calls and lots of stuff that you can do getting involved, just looking up um, places for other people looking for help. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can be done and it doesn't cost anybody anything.
Hmm.
Yep, that's right. And ladies, we're down to a couple minutes here. This has been a great show. I'm so glad Mama Bear is back on the air, everyone. I love this. This I'm excited. I mean, can't you tell? And I want to keep going. And he's got some great show lineups. Gina Patola, had a big hello to you and a big hug, Animal Warrior sister out there. And also Carolyn, she's listening in, and you new ones is listening. Thank you. I hope you join us every week or when you can, because hey, with the more voices out there and action takers, the better, right, ladies? We
That's
have
right.
to. We're all together as one voice, and because the animals do not have a choice. Okay, so we have to make this a better lives and futures for them, and we're going to keep it up because the animals' lives do matter, okay? They blame it on society. We are society. Get that information out there. Press the share button. After the show tonight, this is great. Mama Cat and Michelle. That is going to 19 other podcast websites, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon. You should see this list and
YouTube.
two YouTube channels, also two websites. So we got to keep it up. Now the voices do carry for the animals if there's enough of us, right? And
Yeah.
if there's not, we're only spinning our wheels. So Anyway, I want next week, next Thursday, everyone. We got Linda Greaves coming in. Wild horses, save our wild horses and wildlife. Okay, so we're going to welcome her back next Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Mountain, and 4 o'clock Pacific. Okay,
Oh,
listen in
excellent.
worldwide. And if you want to interact and get involved on this podcast on the website, please follow me. Like I said at the beginning of the show, Voices Carry for Animals podcast. Subscribe and follow. A free account, you got to set up a free account. And then if you want to get involved on the app, it's a free download app on Google Play or Apple podcast, okay? And make sure you follow Voices Carry for Animals podcast. And then you're set. You'll get alerts on your phone when there's an episode coming up or you want to join. This thing is awesome, isn't it, Mama Cat and Michelle?
I love it.
I love this. I mean, what else more could you ask for? I mean,
A
blog
doorbell.
talk. Yeah, we got to get a doorbell
We
from.
gotta find a doorbell.
But Mama Cat, I want to thank you for all your help and coming on these shows and filling in when there's an emergency with guests and keep it up what you're doing. Another great show. I'm so glad we're tag teams and we're going to continue to be. You know, Michelle, you're great too. I mean, all this is a super team that's together here. We all work together and we don't cause any problems with each other. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening and being a part of this and keep spreading the word out there. Let's build this new podcast up and get the voices out there and keep it up. And so everyone, I want you to have a wonderful and peaceful and relaxing evening and look for, this show after it ends, look for it. Because, you can always go back and play it. Follow. You can where all these podcasts are going. You can follow them. There's a list of them, like I said, on YouTube channel. Voices Care for. You just press 13 more, and I can only fit 14, so there's 5 more I got to put in there somewhere. They only limited it in space. But I got a message from Marilyn that she misses the doorbell too. That thing is, yeah, yeah. But anyway, everyone, I'm going to let go and stop the show. But I hope you're doing this next week. Linda Greaves, save our wild horses and wildlife. Okay. All right, I knew you will, Mama Cat, because Michelle. I got hold of Patricia Perry. She was going to try to make it tonight for Falls Across America. She has like 50 groups and a lot of admins for that one. But we're going to keep going, everyone. And like I said, if you have any questions about these podcasts or website, contact me and I'll help you through it because I have done so many now and I will continue because I'm learning it and I will train all of you. Whoever needs help or any problems, please let me know. Okay. And but anyway, can't wait till next week. Thank you all for tuning in, and may God bless you all. Good night. Bye bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Paw
Paw in hand, united we stand
against all animal neglect and cruelty across the land. Good night, everybody.
Oh, we was crossover, so next week we'll try better. I hope you don't think we're drinking. We got to get it together on that one. That is a good one. Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for 2 minutes, super team. Okay, bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, Gina. Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle, Gina, and Erilyn, and all of them.
Bye, Debbie.
Good night. Bye-bye.